Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And we're talking about Carlos Takam versus Tony Yoka. Okay, it was really Yoka v Takam. We thought that Takam, or rather Yoka, would be too much for Takam. Thought that was going to play out youth versus age, but that's not the way it went. Carlos Takam pretty much bossed the fight from beginning to end. Yoka had a couple of spells in a couple of rounds, but that was all. I'm not sure Yoka won a single round. Rafi was kind of busy, so I couldn't really sit down to mark every round, so I didn't mark any round. I just saw what I saw. What I saw was that Takam was pretty much bossing the fight with the hooks, snapping jab, snapping turtle jab, hooks galore, upstairs, downstairs. Carlos Takam cut Yoka. I think it was over the right eye, under the right eyebrow, and I think there was also a cut was it on the bridge of the nose or just above the bridge of the nose? Yeah, a little nick. But Takam, he didn't really turn it up. He didn't seem to turn it up from his loss to Bakole, Martin Bakole. He didn't turn it up. He was tentative. He had his earmuffs on high for most, if not all, of the fight. Earmuffs high, but Takam was going around the back of the earmuffs. Had his gloves up, but he's going around the back of them. He's still landing that right hook behind the left glove, a high held left glove of Yoka. Yeah, and Takam was working upstairs and downstairs, continuously. And you may recall in my breakdown of the fight, I thought that Yoka, or rather Takam, would run out of steam towards the latter part of the fight. In fact, I didn't even think this would be an exciting fight. I thought it would be lackluster. Well, I have to say, I was wrong. I was unexpectedly wrong. It was a quite interesting fight. It was interesting to see the lack of adjustment from Tony Yoka. Just going in there, worse than in the Bakole fight. At least in the Bakole fight, he was fighting back frequently and often in between beatings. But he seemed very tentative in this fight. Very, very tentative. And seemed to have this mentality out there of survival mentality, trying to survive, with those high held gloves not countering often enough, nowhere near often enough. And the controversy was that it was a split decision. I mean, I struggled to give Yoka a round, but yet one judge managed to have him winning the fight. Quite remarkable. I know it's in Paris. I know it's in France, somewhere in France, and he's a Frenchman. But this is kind of crazy how anyone could have Yoka winning that fight. Quite outrageous. Okay, so what we're looking at. Carlos Takam beats Tony Yoka by split decision, which is kind of crazy. Crazy for one just to score it for Yoka. Now back-to-back defeats for the 2016 Olympic gold medalist who lost to Bakole last year. I think that was his last fight, was it not? I have to give him a like. All right, Rich, can't read that. Come on. We know Audley. We know Audley over here at the RDCR. Come on now. Even Yoka's decision win over Joyce in the 2016 Olympics is suspicious. Yoka exposed post-drugs testing refusal. Did he refuse to take a post-fight? What did he say? Post-drugs testing. Did he? I don't know about that. I ain't read that before. Surely he wouldn't have got the gold medal if he declined a test. Surely not. They really tried to rob Takam. Hope Yoka never boxes again. Well, whew, that's a bit strong on Yoka. Hope he never boxes again. Well, if he's in this frame of mind, then maybe he shouldn't. It looks like he definitely, some changes need to be made somewhere because, I don't know, he just didn't, his team, did they prepare him and he just didn't perform on the night? Or did they not prepare him? Is that an issue? Does Tony Yoka need to make changes in his team? If something ain't working, he ain't got that aggression. Where is the eye of the tiger? One of the worst split decisions in a while. Well, since Yoka last fought Bakole. OMG. OMG. Okay, what am I going to write? I should write something, surely. Where can I write? Where can I write? Needs to make some changes quickly. Yoka needs to make some changes quickly. Okay, let's drop that in there. It was interesting. It was interesting to hear from Martin Bakole. Martin Bakole was in the studio and he said he wouldn't mind going the WBA route. He wants to fight, but people don't want to fight him. Bakole said he stopped Daniel Dubois in sparring 2 times. So I'd love to fight him for some kind of WBA title, which Dubois has. And Martin Bakole also went on to say he'd love to face Usyk, but he stopped him in sparring too. Oh gosh, and at that point Johnny Nelson says, "Are you being serious now?" He says, "I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm no joke." So what do you think? Do you think Bakole really stopped Usyk in training? As well as Daniel Dubois, 2 times? 2 times! It's interesting. He also said he'd be happy to face Takam, but he wants the bigger fights. It's interesting. What say you? Mr. Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and look out for the live show. We're out.